Hello everyone, this is Commander Trium. We're back once again with another episode in the Elite Dangerous saga. Tonight we're returning back to the live server. Last night we were in beta, and we will continue with our efforts to increase Federation rank and move to Rear Admiral before the beta is complete. Okay, just one on one. Good God.
useful.
Huge surprise there.
Incoming message.
Okay. Almost done that series of upgrades. Ooh, 3 pharmaceutical isolators. This could finish off our engine modifications. That's remarkable. Still looking for grid resistors and pharmaceutical isolators. Okay. So, I guess we're headed for We have to discover the surface of this planet. Mardiche C3. And while we're at it, let's have a look for some services. Material traders. Nearest one actually is right adjacent to our second destination, LHS 317. They're going to successfully hit 2 stations in the galaxy near Ngaiawang and the Brib system.
Call unsuccessful.
Okay. Light seconds, eh? Launching, and we will be taking targets of opportunity as we pass through this space. Well, no, I think the other game was better graphics, but the Oculus headset isn't as well equipped to observe them, because you only have 4K view. I must say, this new system for sensor scans worries me, even though you do get the added bonus of dropping a now useless module. And it adds a lot to the game, so if you're just starting out as a beginner, you'll find it difficult, but...
Mission critical message.
There's an ever-enlarging number of functions. Making the game more and more difficult to learn. Particularly in Horizons, there is another version of Elite that is not Horizons and keeps it a lot simpler, but without the ability to engineer ships or do all kinds of tasks that is available with Horizons, you're playing at a huge disadvantage. I would argue. Approaching a tertiary star system. This is the third of 3 stars in this system. And of course it has planets around it. And we have to deliver this message to the surface starport of Alexander Beacon. Unfortunately, there's no indications of planetary atmospheres being enterable in the new game thus far. But here's hoping we are pleasantly surprised when the beta ends. Unless, of course, they choose to show us their final series of upgrades in advance of the beta launch, of the production release, with upgrades of the beta code on the live server. Another feature I now find myself missing is, of course, night vision, although the auto-elimination of the dark side of planets in this version of the game makes this quite playable and very adequate.
Orbital flight engaged.
They've added a couple more ships to the game. This will probably round out the complete set of medium-class ships that are being updated from the older versions of Elite, notwithstanding one notable exception being the Maury Starboat, but I don't find it very likely that commanders will be clamoring to see a Maury Starboat included in this version of the game anytime soon. History of the Maury Starboat, of course, is that it is an aquatic craft which could be used to land on water worlds. So once we have atmospheric planets, that might be a worthwhile addition for the traders trading with water worlds. Or perhaps even wanting to submerge below the surface of water worlds. Coming from space and splashing into a nearly bottomless ocean would be quite an interesting experience. Especially if the ocean had large whale-sized life in it. And my God, if there's not another player here.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
So we got Commander Seepic Ranger 6.
message.
What do we got here? Well, closing on 30% remaining for post captain up to rear admiral, and of course purchase of a Corvette. We now have 52 merit points with Asian Wing Duval at this point. It might be a good idea to spend some time this coming weekend increasing our merit standing with that particular faction. Ooh, Dent and Betrayus not performing all that well. Have a look at Galnet and see what's new on galnetnews.com. Authorities in the Garas system have confirmed the conflict between the Garas First and Ndozi State Inc. have come to an end. Both factions have received support from independent combat pilots. After a week of furious fighting, the Garas system is now eerily quiet. Ultimately, one side could be victorious, but this uneasy peace has come at a great and dreadful cost. Pilots who participate in the conflict now collect rewards from your Chicken port in the Garas system. Ooh.
Recover escape pods in Maine. Following a skirmish with a group of mercenaries, security forces in the Maine system have launched an operation to capture enemy agents in order to investigate the attack. Security Chief Harper Vegas of the Maine Defense Force gave the following statement. The mercenaries were targeting Ramtas Phoenix Base, but it's clear they were just hired hands. We need to recover as many surviving mercenaries as we can and interrogate them, so we can find the real culprits. The independent HIP 29241 Green Party, which is overseeing the initiative. Earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately.
Apologies for that. We are in the midst of cleaning our visor for 3D vision. The Oculus headset. Oh, God. Okay. So we are to recover escape pods in the Mien system.
FSS agents suspended. Lieutenant Inspector Ramesh Thorne, who has been leading an investigation into the Mars Tribune, has been suspended from the Federal Security Service. A spokesperson for the FSS released the following statement: "We have suspended Lieutenant Inspector Thorne from active duty, effective immediately. His investigation is officially terminated." The announcement came less than an hour after Thorne made the following public appeal. "We have evidence that the admin robots fitted with surveillance programs are connected to exclusive stories obtained by the Mars Tribune. Since my superiors are unwilling to pursue this, I am appealing to anyone with relevant information to come forward. I can guarantee them immunity from prosecution." Many media, including Lena Ravenhill, chief editor of the Federal Times, reacted with outrage to the news. "It's clear that someone in the FSS is feeling threatened, and that the Mars Tribune has used spy robots to feed the scandals it thrives on. We are highlighting Ramesh Thorne's appeal, as are many other news feeds taking a stand against corrupt journalism."
Well, that's interesting. An attack on the media from within the Federation, which of course is always a sure sign of corruption. Perhaps a play on
Mercenary incursion in Meen. A mercenary group has been intercepted by security forces in the Meen system. Security Chief Harper Vegas of the Meen Defense Force reported, 6 hours ago, our forces were attacked by a small fleet belonging to a known mercenary group. Fortunately, we were able to defeat them before they could do serious damage. There is no doubt that the mercenaries' primary target was Phoenix Base. We suspect that this incident is connected to an attempted raid on the base that was repelled a few weeks ago. Lee Yong-rui, CEO of Sirius Corporation, addressed the incident. "I'm relieved that the attack was foiled, but this only demonstrates how precarious Ramtar's situation is. I urge him to accept my offer to work with the Sirius Corporation, not only for his own safety, but also to safeguard future Guardian human technologies."
Well, that doesn't seem at all suspicious.
Federation and our sponsors would like to extend our regards to all incoming pilots. We make sure our facilities offer a wide range of services to suit all your needs. This is a regulations reminder. All pilots must clear bounties to avoid prosecution by federal security on these grounds. Ensure you have the correct bay number before attempting to dock. Unauthorized docking may provoke a lethal response. Brake is on.
Either way, it's not really a problem at this stage. It's better than being blown out of the sky by the base. Although that find made absolutely no sense at all. Speaking of making no sense, why in the heck is this activity taking so long? Wow. That's quite something. Oh, there we go. Finally. Well, of course we have a connection error. Naturally. Okay. Holy smokers. "52 light years. Let's see here. That looks like it's the nearest location. Course laid in. It's a Class 1 gas giant, it says, but it doesn't look it. Looks more like a Class 3. This is a hydrogen, helium, and oxygen gas giant. And this is a Class 1 gas giant. And this is another Class 1, and this is a Class 1. We have a system full of Class 1 gas giants. Our fines are paid up. Launching. Options and controls and go and go and go and go and. Wow. Some reason one of my controls has failed. Wind down button should be fine as well. Resume options. again. Whatever. It's a high security zone controlled by a hostile power. LHS Lima Hotel Sigma 336 Sierra 336. Yeah! Controls in this game are going wonky. Engine boost, Y and down arrow. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get this at all. The controls have utterly failed. And now what did work once doesn't work anymore. Oy, 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 oy. That's of absolutely no use to me. Certainly hope not, since I went to the detention area.
Landing gear deployed.
Just to get here.
We will be forced to respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please stow ship weapons while inside the docking bay.
In the interest of smooth traffic flow within the docking bay, we request the pilot We extend a warm welcome to new arrivals at this facility and wish a safe journey to all departures.
Utterly pointless. And now... Yeah. We'll go in here. And we will take arsenic, germanium, and cadmium are of interest. Yeah. And then the next system over, we can get our materials together to finish off two of the components that have been lagging behind for God knows how long. Okay.
Unlawful behavior in or around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
Oh, and you also earn a lot more credits for discovering new bodies and scanning them in the new system. So being an explorer is now somewhat profitable. It is possible, according to I've learned so far, to get over 1 million credits per scan through a system, though it will take a certain amount of time to do it properly. I'm moving right along here. Just one moment.
This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to dock on your assigned docking pad in a timely manner, and refrain from obstructing other docking areas. If you're unable to complete docking procedure within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit a docking request. If you're unable to complete docking procedure within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit
Get your
a
fucking
docking
ears
request.
on.
What's that?
Get your ears on so you can hear me. What do you want?
What do I want? Nothing. I just wanted to see if you were available yet.
I'm in full group. We're hunting Thargoids right now.
How far out are you?
I am turning my wing beacons on. I am 121 flight seconds from the Marcus.
Alright, wait for Dan, I'll move closest. I'm 7 or 8 seconds from the source.
I'm spinning around, so as soon as I get there.
6. Alright.
Woo! Go ahead and drop in, I'm in the rain.
Right, moving in faster now for 3.
This is an important announcement.
These are just 8 seconds, calm down. 2 8 seconds.
Facility at all times. Any acts of
What do you know, Trium?
Hang on a second, I'm just in the process of leaving the base and I'm being collided with. Oh, of course.
5 of the spells.
Fucking goddamn freighter.
3.2. Come on, you fuck bastard.
Idiot.
Mega Raiders. Right, drop in 3, 2, 1, dropping. We got a live one.
No field, wow.
Hello, West Green.
Everybody in range? Not yet. Oh, back up. Everybody back up a little bit.
Alright, so that's fine. I'm headed to LP 908-11, Lima Papa 908-11.
He's doing on my flashlight. He's going towards you, Dino. Just steady.
Back up. Nice. He's still red though.
He's green now. Just look at him rather than the hologram.
He's standing, yeah, so just...
He's moving. Keep with him, Dino.
Oh my lord.
Okay, he's scanning me, so are we about ready here?
Yeah.
He still has that swarm around him. It don't matter.
Where's
oh shit.
Let him go to thingy. We're gonna have to do it this time though when he's scanning you.
Yes.
Ready?
Fire.
Fire.
You must be in the Pleiades.
Yes, and I think I'm gonna crash.
Boost, boost, boost.
Yeah, God damn, I crashed again.
I did too.
Oh, while this is loading, I'm gonna go check a foot.
Charming.
I didn't even get a bonus or bond. What?
I hit him.
I hit him too. You saw me hit him.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there then. You should be getting a bond. Doesn't make sense.
Lima Papa 908-11 Prime. Soyeon
Leaving
City.
wing, somebody crashed.
Huh?
It says leaving wing, somebody crashed, or I crashed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I crashed and Des crashed.
This is dumb. I can make more money by doing Verbigo.
But it's more fun. I don't know why it's not fucking paying. Okay.
You know what You know what kind of ship I want to see next to include in the game? Now that the Mamba's in there, is the Moray Starboat. Of course, unless you played Elite 2, you won't know what that is.
Don't know. One of the boa. Somebody said the boa is due.
What the hell is that?
That was a Threat 5.
That is a Beluga class cruiser.
The wing just destroyed.
It's alright, I'm coming back in now. 1 sec, just thought I'm getting a super cruise.
That's like the second time I didn't even get a bonus for
Does it make sense? You just keep slamming the shots in there.
Yeah. I shot my plasma charger and my gas cannon at it.
It could be that your damage is coming after our premiums that killed him. I don't know.
Yeah.
You need to get the shots in as quick as we are. Or it might not be registering it quick enough. That's the only thing I can think of. Right, wing time.
Oh, that's how you make premium ammo. Okay.
Synthesizer, yeah. You can do basic standard and...
So I need a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, most of the Guardian ones you need Guardian wreckage and power cells and shit to do it as well.
Yeah.
Some weird fucking requirements just to make ammo. Like, I can't see anybody to wing to.
Here, Marcus.
So, showing everybody his private group.
Yeah, it's because you crashed and it was your group. Everybody's going to have to relog into your group.
Shouldn't have to. I've got an invite here from Famia. Are you going to invite Dino?
Yeah, I just tried to.
Yeah, I'm going back into Marcus's private group.
Alright. You see me now?
Let's see here. Mission board. Come on, move it. Move it. Move it.
Damn.
I can have influence.
I hope they get a shit fixed in chapter 4.
Influence it is.
What the hell?
What?
Okay, I sent you a wing request, you know.
Okay, so my German, because I've got one from Marcus and you.
Take one. Take mine.
Take either out. I'm still putting in the group.
There you go.
Okay.
Where'd you go, Marcus?
I don't know where I am. I'm sat in the middle of space.
Well, if you're sat in the middle of space, we don't see you.
Right.
Donate 1 million to the cause. Sure.
So we'll have to relog.
No, you won't. I'm going to... Give me a sec.
Alright.
46 million.
Just 5 here.
Yeah, keep hold of it. I'll be out of this one in a sec.
Oh, you're still in one, okay.
No, I was trying to drop my super cruise. I dropped into a 5. I'm just boosting away from him. He hasn't even scanned me.
Alright, so we're at 70%.
He wants to scan me desperately.
I'm getting back in the game now.
29% required for Corvette.
Yeah, I see Dino.
Right, I see.
There you are. And there's us.
Okay, it's Dino starting for pet 5.
Yep. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have luck to Dino.
Okay, I'm 17.
Let me find Dino, there he is.
Hey! Alright.
Alright. I'm in range, Dino. There's in range.
Whose television is that?
Everybody in range?
I'm in range. Yep. I think you're good. Go ahead and drop.
Yep, already.
I can hear someone's television.
We got one.
It is a British television.
What? Oh shit, he's coming at me.
I'm right beside you.
Aha, I found it.
Right, long scan, so everybody getting quick. He's tickling me.
I'm in range.
Right under your belly now.
You're in range, fire.
I'm in range.
Fire. Right, he's dead, go.
Shit, I only got 3 shots before he's at 0.
Yeah, I was point blank in his face there as well.
Oh, I fucking crashed again. Damn, I'm having a wonderful night.
Look out.
What the fuck is your... Why?
Because it... Well,
because Elite Dangerous is a well-programmed game. Hey, yes, when you come back in, make sure you select private group.
What the hell?
Where's private group? I've got a couple of them I can jump in.
Did you get the credit that time for me?
Yeah, I did.
Focus on.
22 hours to complete.
Hallelujah.
So I'm like stuck in like the Super Cruise screen.
Yeah, I've got a block Super Cruise screen.
No.
There we go.
Exit.
Those premium weapons, oh my god.
That's what?
Those premium weapons are really good.
Well, there's a lot of practice. It's possible to do it solo, but it's not easy.
The solo has just become like one in each chance of doing it, getting them.
Yeah.
I know Spike's been having problems getting them.
Yeah, true.
I've tried about damn near 20 of them in the last, so far this weekend, and I've only got 2 or 3 of them.
Threat 5.
I've got that 5 as well.
So, what star system are you guys in?
Are you closest to yours? This is only 55 light seconds.
This is 12 light seconds.
We're in hit 1183, something like that.
I'll get yours, Marcus.
Pleiades?
Wing Marcus.
Yeah, we're in the Pleiades.
You are in the Pleiades.
Yes.
Okay.
HR 1183 is the system we're in.
Yeah, you're in private mode,
Wing
so
Marcus.
I cannot see you.
And then 5 up the spout.
Oh, someone just jumped in. What?
I'm already gone.
Yeah, I'm not in range. Closing.
Make them stop.
Okay, I'm in Super Cruise again, guys.
Got you.
Thank you.
Here. Jumped in.
So who's got
Hotel Sierra 317.
Marcus.
Marcus has it?
3 light seconds out.
I'm good. Wait, don't ask.
Yeah.
24. Trying to sneak in close level. Shoot. You should be good.
Hotel Sierra 317. Executing jump. 3.17 light years.
1.5 light 6. 1.2. 1 light sec.
Leaving frame shift.
Normal
space.
Drop, gonna have to drop.
Just keep close. 0.3.
Course leaving as well as Enterprise. This is on planet number.
I'm nearly there. I'll be there in 6.
Number.
Jumping in 3, 2, 1. Now. We've got one definitely here.
Which is planet 5. Moon.
See, mine starts scanning from 2 kilometers away, so it'll be 500 kilometers away from the bugger.
Yeah, pretty much if one person in group scans,
Shit, he's coming after me.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm on his flank.
I'm on your right side.
Is everybody in range
on the back?
Negative. Right in front of me. Closing.
It's coming to me.
In range.
Ready? Hang on.
Let me get her around behind.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Fire. Right, he's dead. Go. Pop goes away.
Oh, I got money left.
I didn't get money that time.
Oh, you crashed? I took the last 4 crashes, so.
Did you crash, Dino?
No.
But no credit.
Yeah, I got that glitch too.
Did you get credit to...
I got credits, but I've gotten that glitch before.
I think the shots, some of the premiums are doing enough damage before some of the X weapons are actually registering damage.
Well, where's night vision when you need it?
Nowhere to be seen.
Me and Esk need to hold off for about half a second after setting fire before...
Well, how about one of you use premium ammo?
Yeah.
We're breaking its back before your shots are registered.
Well, I'm just about out of premium.
Yeah.
I've got 10 shots left.
Well, if one person's doing premium, you'll be alright with standard, you know, basic. Because that's what I was doing with Spike. He was doing premium and I was doing 3 standard from a Python. And it was fine. So it's not essential everyone has premium. Just one.
It may have been my angle because I just barely had the side of him.
Yeah, you need to be
There's a threat 6.
No.
You tried that was it last night or the night before?
Yeah.
Another threat 6. They're learning. Oh god. I got a threat 5.
But then again, we still only had one person during those runs with premium ammo, so we probably could have flipped the table if one more had it.
I've got a threat 5 as well. Who we're moving to. Dino, should we go to good Dino this time?
I'm 179 light seconds away from Dino.
Yeah, I'm 277. I'll move towards Dino. Whatever.
Yeah, didn't Spike say he didn't have his premium ammo loaded?
He had the wrong fire group.
Oh right, he didn't even hit it. He didn't even hit it with guardian weapons. He hit it with cannons.
Yeah, he was hitting it with flak launchers.
Approaching doors at a size.
He was tickling it. No wonder it left us.
Why am I accelerating so damn slow?
I'm like, but you know. Yeah, no, I'm trying to kind of wait for the other 2 monsters catching up. Somebody wait if they're not catching up.
I'm at full throttle and I must be in a creation bubble.
Can't see where.
9 point light seconds out.
Has 07 acknowledged. Deactivate engines. Auto docking engaged.
Yes, try throttling back, dropping out of cruise, and then re-going back into cruise.
It's mainly making sure I haven't got anything else identified. Any other USSs identified will slow you down.
The only thing I'm targeted on is Dino.
And I'm 769 out, 6.9 out.
Now we're going somewhere.
Oh, how nice mountains.
What the hell? Something had you. It was like, yeah. Alright, moving in.
What the? I've had that happen a couple times.
Right. Drop now.
No, don't drop now.
Drop now.
No, I'm not in range.
I mean, it'll still drop you once you get to the wake.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Look at a low-flying cruiser.
And dropping in...
Mission board.
3.
Mission board, the mission board.
3.5. 3 3/4. What the fuck? Hello?
So, I'm free to go here.
Haha!
Did it disappear? No, it's just not.
See, the thing is,
there it goes.
I wish.
This is normal space.
Normal. Yep.
I keep thinking I'm seeing a McDonald's out of the corner of my eye.
Unnavlock me.
At this start point. But there's no McDonald's here. It's a number 8.
It's a trap.
Fucking bullshit.
It's a trap.
Fucking bull pussy. Alright. Marcus, you found one.
No. The one I had will be lost now.
I know, I was supposed to say, I think
What the hell am I?
Right.
I'm like 208 seconds away from Mark.
I've got set 5 now.
Alright.
I don't understand why I'm getting thrown so far off.
I know, right? Your connection, or you may want to reset your router or something.
Signal servers.
I got one. 38 seconds on this one.
Hang on, I got a nav lock you.
Sorry.
I got Marcus, yep. I got a nav lock him.
23.
Alright. Engage on nav lock. So I think I'm under you.
Again. 1% combat from this.
There you are.
That's a hot one.
4.
Put the message on the screen. We have here material trader confirmed.
I'm about to overshoot you.
It's alright, as long as you're within 5 lights. 2 lights, then we are alright.
None.
Super.
Acknowledged.
I need that. Come on.
Now,
Wiggity wax.
Drop in now.
Yep.
Can't see anything.
So say we.
There you go.
Nothing there.
Whoa, that's a federal Corvette down there. No, that's not. Is that a federal Corvette?
No flag going to you. If you want to go have a look, yeah, go have a look. Reactive armor.
Damage escape pod.
Damage escape pod, yeah.
Good job.
Ooh, watch out with the cliffy.
Landing gear retracted.
This federal Corvette got beating.
Oh yeah. They don't know our tactics, so they got beaten.
Yeah.
They were conventional fighters.
Yo.
Let's shoot it hard. Let it hard. Let it all.
3, 2, 1, jump.
Rolling.
Object found on sensors.
Looks like we waited too long.
No.
4. Not worth, yeah.
I got a 5 here.
Looking on the desk.
Walking on desk.
Got one. Yeah.
Engaging nav lock.
I check.
Hang on.
Range.
I think I may be in range. Not sure. Yep. Yep. I'm in range. I'm right behind you from here, so if you're not, I'm not.
Well, I am, and I'm 75.
Definitely not. No, I am.
Alright, we're ready.
Yep, everybody in range. Supervision where I hope toss out.
Go ahead. 0.1 blade seconds out. 20 at minimum. 15 up. Dropping now.
Sweet.
I don't hear him.
There's one there, I believe. So he's
always.
So I was facing away. He's going towards somebody on my right. He's going at Dino, I think. No, he's going past Dino. He's going straight through everybody. Everybody's going to be very close now.
They're shaking the shit out of my ship.
I know, I'm not in range. He's past me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Back off, back off.
Back up a little bit, guys.
Come on, backwards. Shit, come on, backwards, engines, backwards. Thank you. Fucking slow cunts.
Are y'all still close enough to shoot? No, I'm not.
Come on then.
Shoot anyway. It's for the best. Fire!
No.
Not yet.
Class 1 gas giant with ring system.
Okay, I'm in range.
Ready? Fire! Keep firing, he's not down, he's not down.
I'm reloading.
Right, he's down now. He's dead. Go.
God. And I crashed.
I know, yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't even let me fire my weapons.
His shields went up on 0%, that was very close.
Well, since I'm reloading again, I'm gonna...
Yeah, I think I'm, what time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock, yeah, I'm good on that.
I'm gonna play something else that's dumb.
It's about to get it fixed, chapter 4. We've sent so many fucking reports, they must be aware of it.
They're just adding, the new beta just adds more bugs to the game. It doesn't actually...
I'm following Farmia's dead ghost. There it goes. I'm going to gank Farmia while he can't defend himself. I'm just in your contails here.
Oh my god.
Everybody abandoned me. Help.
Computer.
Mind if I can actually crash into Farmia while he's not there? Is it registering? Oh, it vanished as soon as the guy got to it. Wait.
Yeah, it just like kicked me off. I was like, okay. What?
Oh yeah.
My menu isn't working. My start menu.
FST 5024 North of Port.
I'm gonna take a piss.
I just go in my spacesuit. Marinate.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking at landing B10. Now dock at Norfolk Port. Computer. Connect to contacts. access material trader. Pharmaceutical isolators. Oh my god. You can only buy one. And that is it. I purchased one.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy. Ensure you have authorization before attempting to disembark.
Chemical manipulators. Heat vanes. I can spend focus crystals.
You don't have to text your boyfriend all the time. You can message us once in a while too.
I don't have a boyfriend right now. I'm single. What?
Don't forget Ian and Owen.
And I need grid resistors. Where the hell are those?
Birthday party invite.
Grid.
For Mr. Merlin.
Grid. Grid. For the love of God, where the hell are the grid resistors? There they are. I can have... I can have 208 shield emitters. Done. Now we have 90 grid resistors. Exit. Computer. Go to the remote workshop.
What,
No, it's an improvised component. I don't want that. The multi-cannon. They want a configurable component. No. Engines. The final component. We now have maximum engine thrust.
What the heck is he doing? He's like giving all kinds of commands and stuff.
It's normal for Trium.
Oh, okay.
He streams, so he has a monologue. Don't worry, anybody watching it.
It is the monologue of death. You can watch me die over and over again.
oh, fuck.
Due to my limited competence.
If he's streaming, that explains why his microphone is for metrics.
Yeah.
Can't hear shit.
What?
Your comms break in and out from.
Well, I'm using the tablet, and there's someone there who's using a television, and the television is overriding me.
You're clipping more than my barber.
Well, there's a television playing. I can't be heard over the television.
Now turn your television down.
What?
turn your television down.
I don't have a television.
No, my wife ain't turning hers down, so. Jasmine gonna go eat?
I don't know. Jazz! You gonna eat?
Oh my god.
It's chili without tomato.
When he first saw you, how do you realize he was trailing you?
And ordinarily I'd use my headphones with Discord, but I can't because I'm using them to play my own game.
Trium's got the VR setup, and it glitches out on them from time to time.
I got us something for Dino here.
I'm also sitting way back here like this. And
We're going to go in the bonds today. I want to get paid.
Alright then. Go ahead.
Where do you head in the bonds?
Any station.
Silly Island, right?
Anywhere? Okay.
Yeah. I've put some pictures in the photo album for you.
Come on. If it's from your Steam page, I've already looked at them.
No.
Okay.
Not Steam.
Okay.
So it starts screenshots.
You guys still going hunting team or taking a break?
I'm gonna go back up to Shinarapta. I'm gonna get my DBX and scoot back up there.
oh dear God.
I'll leave the crate down here, but
There you go, some pictures up. There we go, then.
So what are you doing, Marcus? You gonna stay down here and hunt some goats?
I do. I'm going to go to a station and get some repairs in a minute, though. I'm down at 77. Alright, then.
Oh, you can go to the station. I'll head that way too.
I had a bit of a tickle with a few things, so I'm down, 74 and at 77. From a couple that didn't work. It's all good.
you're being watched.
Who's being watched?
You. It's in photo album.
Yeah, that's my, behind there is the tower, and then the subwoofer, and on top of the subwoofer.
Do you notice who's on the hoodie tonight?
Yeah, that's why I banned it. Smoking.
Smoke snuck in there and got that shit.
Bandits upstairs.
I like that guy's gray color there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like those smoke gray cats. They're awesome.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah, they're awesome. We had a really big when I was young. There was this really big Tom, and he was feral, and when we lived on a farm, and he was huge, but he was beautiful.
My sister's dog's that colour as well.
Wow.
Stuffy.
Yeah.
Blue stuffy, so looks nice. Oh, fucking addictions. There we go.
Fuck you.
My language.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking.
Let me try to clean that up. Shit, what's a British insult?
Bloody wanker.
Bloody wanker.
No, that's not good enough. It's too basic.
Fucking stupid, ignorant, obnoxious cunt.
You fucking wanker. No. Yeah. I like that one.
Planet.
Yeah, cockwasher.
Twat.
I like twat. I do like twat. I use that one a lot. I use that one a lot in daily life here.
Stupid bastard.
You stupid bastard.
Yeah.
I generally use different variations of the word fuck throughout my work day.
Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, you're a fucking asshole.
Also,
fucking piece of shit is the most common one though.
It's very American.
That is very American.
Yeah, it's not British. We're a little more colourful with language.
Well, that's the one part about English culture that I do love, is how you guys celebrate the weird.
Git. Bugger.
Bollocks.
Arsehole.
Bollocks sounds Scottish to me.
Well, where's Alpha? We need his input on this then.
I could be wrong.
One of these days we need to have a match.
No.
See who can get the most colorful.
Oh, no, well, you're from South Dakota, so you're probably going to win just because it's all the time. Because
it's when I came home today, it was like 5 degrees below Celsius. 22 degrees out when I came.
They're so crazy in South Dakota. They're the state that supports Donald Trump the most.
You know,
we didn't catch any of that, Trium.
Something about Donald Trump.
No,
and South Dakota.
Donald Duck is his best friend. I mean, Donald Trump.
It's too American, but still tend to interpret that in their insults.
Donald Trump?
No, we know who he is. We don't tend to use it as an insult because it doesn't really translate as an insult.
Well, I'm from Canada.
You figure the word fag has completely different.
Being from Canada,
than what it does over there. So
being from Canada, it's.
If you say you want to smoke a fag in the UK, doesn't that mean you want to smoke a cigarette?
Yeah.
If you say that in the United States, it means you want to kill a gay person.
Yeah, you're more than likely going to get your ass arrested if you say it in public.
No.
I'm going out for a fag. That's the common term. I'm going out for a fag. Doesn't mean I'm going to a gay bar or anything along those lines.
It does in the United States. Means you're about to have sex with a gay person.
Yeah.
If you're well.
There you go. I have posted it in discussion.
But it's something you don't say unless the other person you're talking to actually gets what you're saying.
But it's been...
Skylace, you sound a lot like my friend Chris.
Kind of flamboyant and...
Oh, Sky, you're from South Dakota too, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I thought you were. Down by Sioux Falls somewhere.
There's two of you?
What?
There's two of you?
Keep cutting out.
Yeah, well, I keep trying to talk, but it's like I keep getting interrupted. There's two of you from South Dakota?
Yes. Skyblaze lives in the northeast part of the state.
So, the only two people in South Dakota...
Southeast, not northeast.
The only two people in Dakota actually have it fairly dangerous,
We got to be careful because if we get too many people trying to use wire, fall down. Then we got to go out and scalp a couple Indians on the way to patch the telegram wire.
Oh, God. You won't go there.
Dear Lord.
Smith seems to be doing some kind of...
Years ago, I was in a chat, just a random chat room. And some girl asked where I was from, and I told her. And she was like, "They have internet there?" I'm like, "No. We got to start off with smoke signals and send them into town that they can get on the telegraph wire, send that over to the cities where they relay it across the telephone."
Yeah, right next to where the train.
On the other side of town can enter into the computer for me.
Right next to where the train. Right next to where the train comes
This
in.
girl had to be like fucking junior high, high school, fucking dumb. dumb as a box of rocks.
Well, it's like there's this one person at our office who, I don't know how she's so successful, but, well, she has tits. But, and she literally refers to it that people should learn how to speak American, not English, American. I'm just like, you do know American is not a language, right?
It's
American
maddening.
Country is a group of people that live in a country, to be precise.
That's really maddening.
Although what she's trying to say is American English, but yeah, American's not a language.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a...
American is a bastardization of English.
No.
Yes.
No, English is a bastardization of German, to be technically correct here.
No, it's not. It's completely different.
It's a Germanic language, but it's not German language.
It's Germanic, but not German.
Germanic, not
No, it's dramatic, not Germanic.
At least in Canada here, we know how to spell things correctly, like the British.
Listen. I have a question. I have a serious question. How do I become a real estate agent in Canada? Because I want free healthcare, potentially.
How do you become a resident of Canada? It's not easy, unfortunately.
I know. Would your country accept someone who's been to law school and has held a successful job in America for like 10 plus years?
Not necessarily. You have to be a refugee from a third world country. It's just, we have a quota system that we accept refugees from certain parts of the
Maybe
world.
Elias?
Yeah, or
you tell him that you're one of those other that got kicked out of the United States and Canada will take you.
What?
Who's this?
Just tell the Canadian authorities that you are a Mexican nationalist that was kicked out of the United States.
Yeah,
will accept you then.
we put a stop to that, just so you know. It doesn't work anymore. For the longest... I know, but for the longest time, there were people coming across the Quebec-New York border. And we had to put a stop to that. Why, I don't know, but we did. It's pathetic, though. Like, in Germany, they have 5 million refugees park themselves in Germany or move through Germany to France or other parts of Europe. And America can't handle 5,200 Mexicans. What the hell is the matter with that picture?
We just don't want any more.
5 million people.
Do you have any idea how many people immigrate into the United States every year?
Yeah, and Germany is what, a country...
They shouldn't be bitching about anything.
Yeah.
Germany is a country of 60 million people. America's got over 300 million, and you're telling me you can't take an extra 5,200 Mexicans. That's insane.
No.
The problem is not taking them in. The problem is them coming in legally.
Exactly.
If you
That's fair.
Or if you go through the proper
That's
channels, the United States will welcome.
Yeah, well, but there is an international convention. If you can get to the border, listen. If you can get to the border of a country as a refugee, there's an international convention that says you should consider that person's application. The United States is the only country in the world that doesn't accept that. Even Canada.
That's because we got everybody and their fucking dog making that claim.
5,200 is not 5 million.
It's still too damn many. We're supposed to just assume that they're being honest.
They're not being dishonest. They're being refugees, for God's sake. What are they supposed to do? Phone you first? They don't have phones. Like, how are they supposed to do this mystical application process?
Why do they think that we have to take them in? Why didn't they go somewhere else?
They're getting to the border to apply. It doesn't mean they're going to get taken in.
We should just load them on a boat, circumnavigate around the United States, we'll drop them off in Canada.
They're also turning down asylum from Mexico, who's offered them homes as well.
Is that true? Or is that more false news from the Republican Party? Can't believe what the Republicans tell you either.
Well, the damn leftist Canadians aren't much better either.
You can't believe anything.
Why Canadians so worried about our politics.
You can't believe what either partisan news sites tell you. You can't just go directly from like Fox News and CNN. You have to go through other channels.
Of course, I agree with that.
And other channels have been showing that a lot of the asylum seekers that are heading straight for America have been denying asylum from Mexico. Not all of them. Some of them have been pulling off. The grand majority of them are gun-ho for America.
Yeah, but this idea that the idea that they're all a bunch of criminals is absolutely nonsensical. I mean,
that was kind of a low statement to state, but like the biggest issue about this is that they think they can just. That a lot of them are going around just rushing through the borders. That's not the problem.
They should be turned away. Absolutely. I completely agree with that. But they haven't even got to the border yet, and Trump's threatening to throw them out. And everyone's of the view that they're somehow criminals for coming to the United States and applying to get in. No one said that they weren't going to use the regular channels, but they have to get to the border first to even file. And that was my problem. The 5 million that came through Germany, by the way, those people were largely processed, it's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Germany, again, is a country of 60 million people, is a fraction the size of the United States, and they handled, 100 times that number that the United States is so concerned with. And I think it's a red herring anyway. I think there's other political issues that are more important to the United States, which now the media has focused and distracted itself upon. But not to say that these people's plight isn't worthy of consideration, but there's other factors, such as the election, of national import to the United States, which are getting second billing in the news media, in the news cycle.
The amount that Canada actually contributes to NATO and all the other United Nations, I don't think really you have much merit, to be honest.
First of all, I resent that. Number one, we contribute more per capita than the United States does to the United Nations, which is seriously behind it.
I mean, you can look up the numbers.
I have.
It's legit.
I used to be a member of the United Nations, of the Youth Corps for the United Nations, so I'm well aware of the numbers. America is horribly behind. America doesn't want the United Nations. I mean, at least half the presidents of the United States haven't really taken it all that seriously. It's a useful diplomatic tool, but other than that, I mean, the idea of financing peacekeeping.
I live in the city in which the United Nations is in, and I wish they would leave.
Why is that?
It's because you gotta understand, at least 3 times a year when all the diplomats come to New York City, it makes it impossible for me to get around the city. Like, I actually have to go through checkpoints to get out of my house.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, no, I live in a federal capital. I live in the city of Ottawa here in Canada. And in Ottawa, there are occasions where we have foreign dignitaries or VIPs from other countries that come visit, and they shut down the street. I can feel your pain on that score.
But think about this, though. It's not just one dignitary. It is every national dignitary at once in Manhattan, and they're scattered between the southern tip and the northern tip. Yeah,
it must create a traffic nightmare worse than it already is, to start with just being a city of the size of New York. But in terms of Canada's NATO contributions, you're right. I've opposed it for years and said that Canada should contribute more to its NATO and live up to its NATO obligations. Unfortunately, we scaled back our military back to less than 1% of GDP. We're now bringing it back up above 2.5 in the next
Trium,
in the next 2 years.
How many people on average per year seek political asylum in Canada?
Oh,
not much is gonna.
How many seek it? It's been the millions for sure. How many do we?
How many people have been granted political asylum in Canada?
A few 100,000 per year, maybe. We just upped it another 53,000 for next year. Our number. I saw that in this.
Since 2012, the United States has pretty much taken in damn near 750,000 people.
750,000.
5 years.
Okay. Yeah.
And we're supposed to just randomly accept anyone who asks, without verifying who they are, where they're coming from.
Did I say that? Did I ever advocate that? No.
Well, you were having a fit earlier about those 5,200 that are coming through Mexico heading here.
I don't think you were listening to me then, because what I was saying was that if you had listened, what I was saying was that the 5,200 should be considered. What I've heard Trump say...
They'll be considered, but they're not going to automatically get it just because they want it.
No, and no country does that right now. Frankly, I'm of the view that we should go back to a world where we have a borderless planet where every human being can, live with the expectation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness throughout the whole planet. We've had that
conversation before, and it's a very bad idea.
So it only works in the United States. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for the rest of the world.
Permission to enter your house and take a shit on your pillow every night just because I can, because there's no longer any rules and order in the world.
But I don't think that's what he's saying.
No, I don't think so.
I think you're taking it to an extreme. I think what he means to come across as, where countries shouldn't be fighting against each other. They should all be working with each other to make the world a utopia versus
correct.
One place a utopia and one place a scummy slum.
Exactly.
That would be great and wonderful if it wasn't for the fact that different groups of people have different opinions and goals in life.
Okay, but look, up until about 1800, there were no borders or around other countries. People could come and go as they pleased about the planet, and there were intense migrations that weren't very healthy for people living in certain areas.
You didn't exactly have millions of people crossing the Atlantic Ocean either.
What province are you from, John?
Sorry?
What province are you in?
Province. I'm from Manitoba originally. I live currently in Ontario, where the capital city of Ottawa is on the Outaouais River between Quebec and Ontario.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We don't have a national capital the way the United States does, where it's just segregated.
I watch a blogger that is a truck driver. He travels all over Canada, so I know about what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm from Winnipeg originally.
I'm playing American Truck Simulator right now.
Truck Simulator?
Yes.
Oh my god, that must be interesting.
It's one of those things where, it doesn't sound as much fun as it is, but it actually is very soothing.
Do you get to do meth and, jump up and down in your seat and go, completely crazy while you do, pull a 16-hour shift? Night after night?
If you want to use meth while you play this game, then absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
You can drive a truck for 16 hours and be on meth.
No, I'm going to pass on that. Both on the truck driving. Well, I don't really want to be a truck driver. No, there's Winnipeg, the city I just mentioned I was from. It's a transportation hub, overland transportation hub in Canada. Actually, I think it probably services the northern U.S. as well to a large extent. But anyway, there's a lot of trucking that goes through Winnipeg. And my friend I went to high school with, he kept talking about how just absolutely nutty some of these people would come after their 16-hour shifts. They'd crash into they'd have to park their trucks inside the garage, and most of them couldn't do it. They'd crash into the garage, wreck the doors, blow the trucks up, it was pretty crazy. Anyway. It sounds like an interesting game, though.
I know how to drive a semi. I don't need to pretend to play one. I've got plenty of uncles and cousins that drive semis. Three of my brothers have got CDLs and drive big trucks.
I don't do it because I want to drive a truck. I just do it just because I like simulators and I like the monotonous parts of them.
I'm just saying personally, I don't have much desire to play that one, because I've actually drove real semis and dump trucks and big rigs. So it's kind of one of those things. If I actually flew spaceship, I probably wouldn't play Elite.
No, but you play GTA and you drive a car, and of course I did hear.
I haven't played GTA in a long time.
You know what they've introduced? I've been meaning to tell you about GTA. They've introduced now a capacity in GTA where you can beam down a weapon, like a satellite-driven particle beam, and blow up people's cars with this satellite from space, like the Death Star.
That game has brought in so many stupid things over the last couple of years. I have no desire to play that one because Rockstar has fucked up their own game to the point they've lost the majority of adults who actually played it. That's just a bunch of kids.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
hackers.
Yeah, kids and hackers.
Yeah, well, you don't actually have to be I mean, you probably could, but I mean, you don't have to be, because if you want any access to any part of the game, they now sell it to you for like money. You can buy like access to the satellite weapon if you want.
Since the day that game came out.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought you had to earn it.
Nope, they've always given you the option to either earn it via in-game way or pay for it and bypass the grind.
Oh, you're kidding. What a... Jesus.
Or you got a friend who's a hacker who gives you $50 million and you go piss it down your leg in 20 minutes.
Oh, are you serious? I got a friend who gave me like $6 billion.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I stopped at $50 million because I had to go to bed. But yeah, I just lost interest in that game. I couldn't even log in that game and play with my kids anymore without going into a private session. Going to open in that game and fuck, your goddamn 10-year-olds sniping my ass from the other side of the map. Or they're flying around their fucking motorcycles shooting seeker missiles at you.
No, that doesn't make much sense, really.
No. But they made it so that it got to the point that when I quit playing that game, the only reason I played anymore is so I could fly or drive around on motorcycles and run about everything. Every now and then I snipe my ass,
But you haven't lived, of course, until you have been on the bridge of a Federation starship in VR in Star Trek Bridge Crew by Ubisoft. And you
I've been at my friend's house and played it. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah, until you have a 10-year-old who's like playing the role of captain. And then you're wondering, what the hell is this 10-year-old doing in VR playing captain when he's like just screaming at the top of his lungs and doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's probably seen Star Trek all twice in his life.
Listen. Warp speed, Mr. Scotty. That's all I need to know.
It was an interesting experience, but the crew was kind of laughing at the captain. But anyway.
I think it's more entertaining when I'm out hunting, sitting under a tree, and a coyote comes around the corner, sitting 8 feet away from me, looking at me. So I can sit. I didn't dare move and spook and run. Otherwise, I'd tried to shoot it. They turned around and just fucking disappeared. Went around the backside of a tree, and I got up, ran behind the tree, and it's fucking gone. I don't know where it went. That's more entertaining.
I got work tomorrow, guys. Gotta go.
All right,
nice talking to you.
Yep.
Okay, I've got 2 more missions to run here. And then I'll be king of the galaxy.
Well, not if you die first.
No, I got, let's see here, I'm just upgrading my ship. I've got like the perfect thrusters, perfect engines, perfect shields. Well, bi-weep shields. Man, do they ever come up faster than those prismatic 7A shields?
I told you that months ago.
I know. I don't know what the hell I've been doing. I mean, anytime you get into a fight, you want your shields back online as quick as possible. So I've been upgrading the shields like crazy since I was first able to, and now they're somewhat respectable, I think. Maybe not. We'll have to get a squaddle to crash into me again or something and see how well they do.
Well, and did you watch the live stream today? All you gotta do is go full speed boosting into the ground on a planet. If your shields stay up, you know they're good.
Yeah, well, it depends how many G's the planet has.
I'll grab my cutter and we'll play chicken. We'll see how that turns out.
I'm down. I'm actually down.
I don't think Trium wants to spend.
I would like to multi-crew for that, please.
You know my friend Smooth when he was talking about how me and him collided going at a combined speed of like 2,000 meters per second.
2,000 meters per second? That would be, yeah, that should be pretty devastating.
Yeah, it was like who had the strongest fully engineered courier.
My cutter is doing pretty good for shields, so.
I don't know what I'm at here. How close am I? I'm at 28% more, and I can get my Corvette. And then I can actually crash into things and possibly live.
So as soon as you buy that Corvette, I'm going to wait for you to come out of Shinrarta, and I'm going to fucking nuke your ass.
Yeah. Well, by the way, why aren't there nukes in this game? I think we should be allowed to bombard planetary surfaces from orbit with nukes.
It's called a torpedo.
Well, they're pretty powerful.
You shoot the right torpedo and you blow their fucking shields down.
Yeah, but I'm not sure it'll take a city down. Although the cities all have shields
Oh, no,
too.
no. We were doing this as a test one day, and we had my buddy take down his shields, and we took down his shields and then a Corvette, and we shot one torpedo at his power plant.
Wow. That should have...
Kaboom.
That would be the end of that, I would think.
Like, torpedoes may be slow, but if you can land a hit with one of them,
yeah,
they are deadly.
Well, they also lock on target. Like once you
on my cutter that one day when took 8 torpedoes, but he completely killed my shield generator.
Yeah, like if you arm your ship with nothing but torpedoes and launch them all, like, and you're close enough to your target, the target will not escape. It'll take hits from multiple torpedoes. You should be able to kill it on a one-to-one basis all the time, I would think. That's just a guess. I've never tried that. It's pretty crazy. But it might be interesting to see. What's the biggest...
Also, I kind of like it because it's like Battlestar Galactica, torpedoes away.
Yeah. Well, what's the biggest torpedo you can have? Class 3 or Class 2?
Yeah.
Class 3.
Class 3? So, yeah, that would do it. Yeah, you launch a bunch of those.
I'll have to there you go, I'll make my crate a torpedo boat and come after your brand new Corvette with it.
Actually, you know what?
Just the icons on my fucking crate would probably decimate you.
Well, I've taken hits from pack hounds before. So I know what that's about. It doesn't take...
100 of them launched at one time.
Oh, 100 of them? No, yeah, my shields will be gone.
Literally. Go look at my YouTube page and watch that one where I'm playing with feet.
I've got 2,500.
All kinds of shit in the Hazras.
I've got 2,500 armor right now, so in theory, I guess I could survive the first barrage, but your second barrage, if you had one, and I can.
If fully loaded, I can launch about 10 barrages. So yeah.
Yeah, the second one will finish me off for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no countermeasures against those damn things. Chaff doesn't work, and neither does anything else. The only other thing,
you would pretty much need to have the cutter's utility mount all dedicated to point defense.
Point defense, yeah.
And then you'll still get hit.
Yeah, I mean, the point defense has only been ever... Like, I have 2 point defense cannons on my...
Point defense can only take out 1 missile at a time. If you get, say, 10 of them coming at you...
Yeah, you're going to get hit.
You're going to have at least 3 or 4 of them hit you.
Yes, but I would take 3 or 4 versus 10 any day.
We should actually try that. I'll load my cutter up with... Or actually, I could do the Anaconda or any of my ships that's got 8. Just see how many missiles it can take out.
8 point defense cannons.
Well, you have pack hounds unlocked, so I would load up my Anaconda with... I'll load up my Anaconda with point defense then, and you can shoot at it.
Well, I gotta go back to Shinrarta. That's where my crate is.
Hey. Yes, send me a friend request.
Okay.
Please pull in for a vehicle inspection at the nearest way station. Fuck you.
Please pull your pants down and bend over for a rectal exam.
What kind of drug test do they give you at work?
A very pleasurable one that you have to study for.
You have to study for. Drug tests of that sort are illegal in Canada, except for positions requiring safety, where safety is a consideration, such as construction, operating heavy equipment, landing planes, this kind of thing.
Oh, wait, so you mean that if you want to land the plane in Canada, you got to get anally probed?
That's right. You should become a pilot if that interests you. I don't know. And then come to Canada. Give up that law.
I'm just glad that the United States closed its border to a Canadian.
Yeah, apparently our pot law is giving them some issues.
Yep.
Can't have that. This is better to lock people up and throw away the key than give them medical treatment.
It's still a Schedule 1 or Class 1 drug or whatever, according to the federal government.
Yeah, according to your state governments, however, there's some dispute that. The United States did that before Canada did.
Within the next 2 years, you're going to see it go 100% recreational throughout the country, and then the federal will have no choice but to ratify.
No, the federal government, the way it stands right now, is if you legally buy pot and take it across the state border, even if from one state where it's legal, and you take it to another state where it's legal, you cross state line, it becomes a federal offense. And I don't think the feds are going to stop that one anytime soon.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. But anyway. We'll see. The rest of the world is going one way, and as usual, the Americans are going
just wish they'd hurry up and do it so all the fucking potheads be at home too stoned to go drive around in our fucking icy winters. I'm tired of these fucking slow folks driving around.
Actually, they've introduced a new device to the police, one of the police services here, the federal police, in Canada, and they're running tests on it now to see if it can reliably stand up in court and get people taken off the road if they're inebriated on pot or any other drug for that matter. But blood tests are, of course, anti-constitutional, so you can't be taking people's blood products from them without violating their privacy. But I think what's going to end up happening is they're going to have to relax that a little bit for suspicion of being under the influence while operating a motor vehicle, because I don't see how else you're going to catch everyone. If we legalize stuff,
that pot has a very long half-life in your bloodstream.
I know, but we also it's not.
I would test positive for THC. I'm physically not inebriated anymore, but it's in my blood still.
I know, and the thing is, in Canada, in the next 50 years, it's sort of becoming expected that a lot of the existing drug law will just be remediated, and you'll be handed over to health officials if you have a problem, or you'll check yourself into hospital if you have a problem with addiction. Short of that, if you do it in your own home or whatever, no one's going to give a shit anymore, and the government will likely just, if not decriminalize it, legalize it. But the one main concern everyone's having about this is what happens when you're driving a vehicle. And that's a legitimate concern, but the only way that I think we can get around it is by agreeing to
get like a share car service like Uber Pool to just give you rides to and from Taco Bell, and there'd be no issues.
Yeah.
We already have laws that prevent driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated.
Well, it applies to medication.
Driving under the influence.
It also applies to medication,
right?
All
fucking mood-altering drugs, and it does cover some medications even.
That's So how do you do that short of a blood test? That's the question. I don't.
Around here, law enforcement can actually administer a blood test. If you refuse, you automatically.
Well, they can. They can do that.
They can.
Yeah.
Generally, they'll take your ass. They'll take you straight to the hospital. Sit there and watch them
do the
blood test.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's really no fucking way around it. You refuse to cooperate. You're basically done and get arrested immediately.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to. I mean, it says on the bottle if you get these medications that are, where you can get high off them. It says right in the bottle you can't.
If you test positive for opioids, you better have a prescription.
Yeah, but even if you do, that doesn't necessarily get you away from still driving unlawfully in the.
You'll still get in trouble for driving under the influence.
That's right.
But you won't get in trouble for possession of an opioid.
Well, no.
If you have a legitimate.
That would certainly be worse. Yes, it would certainly be worse, but even with the prescription, my point is this: that even with the prescription, you still need that ability for the blood laws to allow for blood products to be taken, even if it's a violation of, or puts privacy at risk. You still need that ability in order to find out if the person is, committing a criminal act.
Considering the fact that here in the United States, a driver's license is a privilege.
That's right.
It can be revoked at any point in time for
I think it is everywhere in the world. It's not just in the United States.
If you're driving a vehicle and they suspect you of something, they can just jerk your fucking license.
Yep.
They don't have to give it back.
No, and they don't in Canada. You won't. If you're caught doing this in Canada, you won't get your license back in most provinces. I think it's all. In fact, if not all provinces now have this, but it's done on a province by province basis.
For how long? Permanently?
It could be permanent, yes. It's
because
not.
I know in
you do not in Canada.
Illegal, but
you do not in Canada have the right to drive. There's no such thing. So they can take your license away permanently if you.
Yes, but what we're saying though is that I know here in the States we have the right to drive is a privilege, but if we do get our license suspended, there's only very few circumstances that they actually issue a permanent suspension on your license.
Yeah, I would agree with that here. You have to probably break the law several times in a row before they would do it. It's the most extreme measure, right? And normally with a punishment-based system, such as the one we have in Canada and the United States, normally it's graduated, right? For this reason, you want to stiffen the penalties the more that the more recidivism you have. And taking your license away would be the maximum, and short of throwing you in jail for endangering someone's life. Which under the right circumstances you could also be arrested for, I suppose. But I'm just saying they're gonna have to let the police take blood products sooner or later everywhere. There's no easy way around it. And yes, that gives them access to DNA and whatnot, but I think we'll be better off for it, frankly. As soon as the drug laws are amended, of course.
Well, at this point in time, if law enforcement early want DNA, they too much trouble.
Yeah, there's little tricks that they have that they can get it out of you, but they're pretty experienced with this.
If you get arrested for any reason, even if you're found innocent, one of the first things that they do nowadays is take a DNA sample.
Oh, really?
And you have no way to refuse it.
Yeah. Well, I was, as you know, I mentioned I was incarcerated for 2 days for a minor drug possession charge about 15 years ago, and they didn't take DNA back then. All they did was...
You weren't in the United States then.
No. In Canada, the attitude has been a little bit more tolerant about drug violations, but they don't take your DNA automatically here. They will if you're convicted of something really major. Like it's not enough that it's in the criminal code because all the violations that land you in jail are in the criminal code. So it's good that it's a codified law, but it's kind of nasty that unfortunately you're either a criminal in Canada or you're not, based solely on all kinds of offenses that might not be considered a criminal by everyone here, such as drug possession, drug dealing, drug anything, moving liquor across provincial boundaries can be a criminal offense. There are several different kinds of trade and delivery offenses that are considered criminal. They're not all at par with murder, attempted murder, treason, these kinds of things. Or even assault or domestic abuse, which are also criminal offenses. I think what most Canadians would want for the purposes of entry into the States, those of us who have faced convictions of this kind, is still, and I do have the ability to. I mean, there is a process where I can write Homeland in the United States, and if I pay them $650, they'll let me into the United States again. I just don't see why I should have to pay $650 because they happen to get a filing of a record from Canadian Border Services to the U.S. Regarding my criminal past. I mean, yes, technically it is a criminal record. At some point it's going to be nullified. When that happens, the United States doesn't care. They just have it on record, and you still have to write Homeland. It doesn't count for anything. Your conviction counts, but no pardons, no record suspensions, no other processes count as far as the American Border Services goes, and you still have to have that waiver from Homeland if you want to get in. Unless a very significant amount of time has passed, but it's not written in stone how long that is, and it's up to the individual Border Services agent whether or not they let you into the States at all, either by plane or vehicle. Are you still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yes, I'm reading.
You can read?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the alphabet in South Dakota. I know it's a
A, B, C, Q, 753, J, L, Z, K, F,
You ain't allowed to fuck with law enforcement when they pull you over and they ask me to recite the alphabet backwards. If you can fucking do it as fast and as accurately as you can say it forwards,
yeah,
they're going to sit there and look at you and try to wonder if they should continue or if they fuck it. I used to do that all the time with law enforcement because I got pulled over that fucking often. I haven't done it in over a decade now, but
what is it with?
I got a cop. I had a cop tell me to recite the alphabet backwards, and I recited TAKE space ME space TO space JAIL.
Oh,
he said, "Have a nice night."
Well, this kind of dates me a little bit, but I have a confession I have to make here. Once upon a time, What's that?
Once upon a time, I took a horse and buggy to school.
Yeah, no, not quite that long ago. Once upon a time,
I went to and from school uphill both ways.
Yeah. I drove across the American border unknowingly with a small package of crystal meth from a party that I had attended in Montreal the previous night on my way to Winnipeg by car.
Dude, you should not have said that because now you just admitted to breaking the law.
Well,
to a DEA agent.
But I was ignorant of it at the time. So anyway,
you still just admitted it to it. So
no, but listen, that's not whatever. Let them think whatever the hell they want. So
the day that I find out that you're a truly lawfully bad DEA agent, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
Yeah, well,
Trium knows enough of my background. He knows I'm full of shit if I said I was one.
Which you were. No. Anyway,
maybe in a wet dream.
So I get to the border. I go across it normally. There's no problem, except that they pull my car into that little garage off to the side, and they have the dogs search the car. And there's men with automatic weapons. You don't see these in Canada ever, right? They're carrying AK-47s, I think they were. Anyway, machine guns.
I doubt that.
Machine guns of some type.
16s or AR-15s.
Whatever. They look. To my unaided eye. Yeah, to my ignorant eye, they looked like AK-47s. They had like the shape of one of the machine guns that you see that gets called the AK-47 in the movies. You see them used in.
If you've ever seen an AK, you know what they look like. It's
really
very unique looking weapon.
Okay. Anyway,
they were probably carrying MP5s.
No, these weren't like Belgians P90s or anything. They were like full-length rifles. Like they looked like they
meant... a glossary of guns.
He's Canadian. They don't have guns there.
Yes, we do. Anyway, so they had these machine guns, and they pulled me out of the car with my friend who was traveling with me. They searched me. Dogs walk right past me. Didn't catch the meth on me at all. I get back in my car and leave. And I drive all the way through Michigan, straight through Minnesota, North Dakota, back north into Winnipeg. It's the shortest route by car. And then I discover after I get to Winnipeg, oh, what the hell's this thing? And in my pants pocket, deep buried within like some fold somewhere, I find this thing. And I'm like, oh, that's just useful. What the hell? And I realized, yeah, I'd made it through the United States carrying this, completely oblivious. Had no idea. And their dogs didn't pick it up. And I'm to this day wonder how the hell that even...
I'll tell you a secret. Not all those dogs are drugged up. Some of them are fucking attack dogs.
Well, why would they run them around the car?
Some of them are bomb-sniffing dogs.
Okay.
They train the dogs for multiple roles.
No, but we were like dressed up like ravers, right? Like classical ravers in blue like pants and like, you know, the works. It didn't look like we were like, you know, terrorists.
They probably figured, let these fucking idiots go back to Canada. We don't want them here. The longer we keep them here, the more likely they'll stay.
Yeah, well, anyway, we just drove on through Winnipeg, as we said, but it was just weird, the fact that we were first suspected by the Border Services agent, which I didn't understand. Like, yes, we had been at a party, but apart from that, he just said, well, you're not answering my questions very clearly, and I'm like, well, yes, I am. Like, if the party's been over for hours now, I'm, like, completely fine. And, he didn't agree, so he had my car searched. Didn't find anything, of course, and then we made it to Winnipeg, no problem. But anyway, I don't know how that happened. I really, to this day, would like to know how the hell what it was apparently a drug dog. I can't tell you it was or wasn't, but it seemed to me.
Just say it's a drug dog, hoping that you would cop to it.
Maybe. But why would I cop to a Border Services agent? It's not like you're forgiven for such things.
Because you're a fucking bitch and you think you'll be raped in jail? I'm not saying that you yourself are.
Simple intimidation actually catches more criminals than you rip.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm not very... It may sound strange, but I'm not in favor of the policy of American Border Services to the new Canadian pot law, because all that's going to happen is Canadians are going to learn to lie to the Border Services agents. They're just not going to want to admit that they've ever had.
Yeah, but then here's the trick. Here's the catch-22 of this whole situation, though. That one day that you say, "Oh yeah, no, I have no drugs," and then the drug is actually a drug-sniffing dog and they catch drugs on you, you've just been caught lying to a Border Patrol agent with drugs on you.
Yeah, but the odds of that for the average Canadian are minute. It will happen, of course, but not very likely.
Is it because Canadians don't lie?
No, it's just that they don't carry drugs in the United States, because we know that the punishments are far more severe down there than they are here.
Also, doesn't your Border Patrol, like, stop you and say, hey, you do know drugs are not the same in these states, do you have any? You should drop them off now.
It's presumed. I mean, if you made it through the States, traveling through the States, you're probably not bringing drugs into Canada. Most of the drug production that happens, like the drug availability in Canada, drugs are manufactured here and may get exported, but I don't think there's many cases of going the other way. There probably are a few, but I wouldn't think that most of the drugs that Canada sees are any other than just being manufactured here. That includes, you know, ecstasy, apart from cocaine, which you can't grow here except in a greenhouse, but that'll come from South America, no doubt, and from tanker ships that are responsible for that part of the trade. And they dock in Montreal or Toronto or wherever the hell, probably Montreal. And then they're distributed by bikers and whatnot from there. That's my best guess.
Why they gotta be bikers? Why can't they be like drunk guys driving Toyotas?
Well, bikers drive Toyotas too.
if you want to get away with hauling drugs around, you haul it an old grandma car, an old Buick or Riviera or something.
Yeah, called a mule. You bring a mule and you have a dupe or someone that you get to hold.
Yes, I'm gonna ride a mule across the border loaded down with drugs. It'd be fucking hilarious.
That's not what a mule is.
It's like they say, oh, what are you doing? Well, me and my drug mule here.
I'm riding my ass across the border. Do you mind?
I mean, I think it's kind of unfortunate that we don't have the largest undefended border in the world. I remember growing up and being told that this was the largest undefended border on Earth, and thinking how wonderful that was.
Wait, which border is that?
The Canada-U.S. border.
It's because all you Canadians don't come down here very often.
I don't think so.
That's because you all know not to come down here because
we have guns.
Yeah, we have guns. All you fucking left-wing, goddamn liberal-ass Canadians.
Yeah.
Anti-gun.
We may be somewhat saying we may be a sanctimonious.
Just because we have guns.
We may be a sanctimonious lot, but you can't find friends anywhere on Earth like you can between the nations of the United States and Canada.
Well, we get along with England pretty well. Just ask.
And who set that up? Winston Churchill in the middle of World War II, when his country was about to be trampled by the Nazis.
Well, he's here, but he's awful quiet. So, are you just listening to us bash the Canadian? There's some days that Spike and I just bash Trium pretty good. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, except Spike's Canadian too, so.
Well, that makes it all that much more fun.
It's okay. He's a displaced.
It's like a gay bashing. It's like a gay bashing a gay.
Yeah, it's just.
How much difference you've got in nothing otherwise?
So, you know what I should do just for the fun of it? I should apply for political asylum to Canada.
Yeah, it wouldn't be taken seriously.
My claim is going to be that I'm trisexual that's being discriminated against.
You've got
to try anything once.
I've been discriminated because I want two sex genitals.
I don't think there's been a successful, since the Vietnamese War, I don't think there has been a successful petition by Americans into Canada on that basis.
Sorry.
Well, in all reality, if Americans want to travel to Canada, it's not that hard.
I mean, you'll be admitted. You'll be admitted.
As long as you pay attention to a few key things, the Canadians pretty much just let us cross the border without any hassle.
But it's pretty much
the average Canadian can cross into the United States without much hassle.
So far, that seems to be true, but we heard words to the opposite effect, but the words haven't translated into real meaningful.
If it comes from El Presidente Garfield, it don't matter.
Yeah, well, that's true. He's not.
It's a classical suntan lotion.
He's not. Yeah, I know. He's all. What the hell is with that guy being orange like that? Like, is he like?
He's like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wanted to be white. Well, Donald Trump wants to be orange. We don't know why.
Yeah, but he's the only one. Michael Jackson wasn't alone. I mean, Donald Trump is like, he's orange, and there's no other orange human beings on the surface of the earth. I don't know.
He wants to be unique.
Yeah, well, he sure is that. That is.
Marcus, I can barely hear you.
I want Trump to be black and green.
Black and green?
Yeah, right in a casket.
I don't know, a couple more years and he's got to run for re-election. And there's so many people that are unhappy with him that,
Yeah, but he pulled off a minor miracle with winning the Senate like that. I guess it's not a miracle, but it was unexpected. And once again, the pollsters, although this time it was within the margin of error, it was still favoring Trump. So if the election is close enough, and most American elections are very close, I mean, there's only two choices, right? Usually. So.
Yeah, stupider.
Well, you had Garfield and a Beaver.
Beaver's nuke stuff.
Beaver slang for a pussy. Well, I guess here it is.
Kind of. It's not, it would be more of a prairie.
Okay, that's kind of funny because I haven't actually heard that one here.
Yeah, it's a prairie thing. Yeah. I don't think it's...
Okay, it's real common amongst some of the older generation too, calling it that. I've heard it called that quite a few times. It's stupid, but...
Okay, my generation hasn't... I have never heard my generation use it in that pretense, so...
I'm going to guess you're probably about my age or a little younger.
I'm 23.
Oh, shit, you're a young pup.
You're the same age as a couple of my little brothers.
How old are you?
36.
Oh, jeez.
I'm old.
I'm 39.
You're 39?
They're making arrangements to put him in the home soon, so...
Yeah, about 30 fucking 9.
Yeah. Then you're forgotten about and then you die. That's how
my brother's been threatening to send my dad to the nursing home. Just to piss my dad off and all he gets irate.
It's because they're horrifying places to go. Oh my lord.
Maybe I just keep on telling my dad that I'm going to send him to a retirement home in Florida.
Well, they're not retirement homes there. They're... Isn't Mar-a-Largo sort of something like that?
Yeah.
It's like
I told my dad I was going to send him to a hospice in, Florida.
Yeah.
He was a retirement home. He's like, that's not a retirement, it's a hospice for people going to die. I said, I know, isn't that what the point of retirement homes are? Where we send people to die just to speed up the process.
Yeah, but not old, terminally ill dying.
No, I know terminally ill die in hospices. I'm just being like an ass to my pops.
Yeah. The guy I know who blocks his pops on mobile phone.
Years ago, my dad was trying to have a serious conversation with his 5 sons about what he wants to happen when he passes away, how all that goes. I just look at him. You mom kicked the fuck. I'm gonna burn this fucking house down to the ground. Everything in it. He got all pissed at me. He said, "Why would you do that? Because you're having a fucking fit about me and my brothers having a fight over your belongings. You have nothing of value in this fucking house." Oh, he got mad at me. My mom was trying to create a face. That's the last time him and I carried on a serious conversation about his will or anything.
I kept it easy for my father. I told him, just, if you're going to do anything, if you absolutely have to give me something, make a donation in my name to your favorite charity.
Why?
I don't want to see I don't want to see a cent. I'll be okay.
Oh god, it's gonna be a night. Honestly, it'd be a nightmare when my dad passes because me and him are doing so many business things together and have to transfer it all into my name.
Yeah, I gave my father a chance to do the exact same thing. He doesn't want anything to do with me on that score. Apparently,
my dad can keep all his fucking debt. I don't want it.
He doesn't want the complications. He doesn't want the headache. He doesn't want the probate or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a big hassle, and he wanted to avoid it. So.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy. Ensure you have authorization before.
I hate running my own company anyway. It's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
I just like writing code. That's all I want to do.
That's why I go to work. I spend about 9 to 10 hours there. I push buttons, swear at the machine, wander around the production floor, talk to the girls out there.
And then you computer at home.
At home? No?
Yeah, push buttons and swear at it a lot.
I just swear a lot. That's just me. I'm generally tell what kind of mood I'm in. More profanity, the worse my mood is. If I completely stop talking and don't respond, it probably means I've ran out of swear words. I'm not mad to think of any good things to say anymore.
Lunch. Lunch? No. Don't lunch. Ah! Stop it.
You need to put some voice recognition software in your game so that I can say random things, make your ship do things that you don't want it to do.
Oh, my computer would not understand anything after a while. It would give up.
Your computer doesn't understand American? Only Canadian?
It doesn't understand words.
It doesn't understand the buttons you're pushing either.
No, it doesn't understand anything. It just...
What?
Let's put system map here. Aha! Found it.
What'd you do?
My secret...
Find your copy of Playgirl?
Yeah. Because that's...
You look in the back page.
It's such a turn.
Bottom right corner, there's my ad.
Yeah. And all the middle-aged old women who would be reading that particular journal. You can keep them.
Young men wanted for daddy submissive type. That's your ad.
No, it's old men. I don't want young men. Especially if they're feeble-minded.
All right. And now.
Yeah, it's my home sake, but I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow, so not on. You know.
May the force be with you. That's what this game needs, a Death Star. A Thargoid Death Star. One shot and your whole ship is blown to high heavens.
It's called what's the one above a basilisk?
Hydra.
Hydra.
Yeah, that's a Hydra. Basilisk spanked us last night. We all went running.
Did you guys all play at the same time today? Like the 6 of you together in 2 teams, or how did this work?
Took 4 of us.
There's 4 of us playing at once. There's been times where there are 6, 8 of us all together and sitting here and chat playing in a CZ or something.
But then it sounds like the game crashes on you and you have to you get
only if you're doing the insta killing the Thargoids.
Yeah, that's where the bug is.
There's some kind of a processing error that the game has when you kill a Cyclops within like a 5-second span of time.
Yeah,
when you start shooting it to the point it dies.
After we had that game together, I researched that problem, and it's a known issue with the game itself.
Should be. I've seen enough fucking bug reports.
You would think they would have. It's been that way since late September. I think, if memory serves. And why the hell haven't they fixed it yet?
It'll be in the next update. They'll have just left it for the update, I think. instead of patching it.
Well, I hope the beta fixes it, because I'm sick and tired of that little phenomenon.
It could be why Spike says it doesn't work in the beta anymore. They can't fix it for the way we do it, so they're changing the way we can do it.
Of course, I have an issue with scanning now, too. For some reason, I can't scan all the planets in the beta yet, but maybe that could
well,
be...
if you get rid of all those that you're using all the time, it'd help.
My what?
All those apps you have for hacking into Elite.
Oh, yeah. All those.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Got it. No! Crash into the base. Hertz orbital. It's so orbital, it hurts. Okay. Not a random security scan. It says I must submit. No, see, it's a docking computer will crash me into the mail slot. Here it comes.
Scan detected.
Your approach is good, Commander. Perform landing checklist.
Pad 10.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, now I need you to enter the hangar. Put the last mission away. And then I think we're going to go and check out the community goal for this week. Because Ramta that's right, I don't work for Leon Rui anymore, Sirius Corporation. I had worked for Aisling again.
You had to go back to Princess Smurf again.
Yeah. Well, she's just too damn hot, so...
Well, you know, that's a very toxic infatuation, yeah.
I know it's very one-sided, but...
And the last time you showed up at her place uninvited,
I was naked.
the guards took you out back and beat you senseless. You still didn't learn a lesson.
No. I needed her to see me naked, that's why. Unfortunately, her security did not agree. Although I swear to God, some of them did seem intrigued at my nakedness. Okay.
Well, they don't find that many men with such girly asses. I mean, you kind of turned them on when you had drawers full.
Really? Is that what happens to you?
No, they don't like fat asses like mine. Fat people don't turn skinny people on very well.
Well, they used to in the 1600s, but this is the 30th century, where everyone's perfect.
Except me, I'm still ugly.
Well, some people are into that. Donate 300,000 to the cause. All right, accept, and you win a bonus to your reputation.
I'm gonna delete that one.
You can have strategic data transfer at the Alchita system. Or you can assassinate the deserter Dr. Sneaky Peek. Or perhaps you'd like to clean out the Memoriant Central and Company sentry skimmers. Yes, I would like to do that, perhaps. Oh my god, you have to attack a prison. No, decline. Okay, so now what? Now, we are at 23% to go. And we will have our Corvette. Oh my god, it's 11:30 here. I have to actually go to work to the office tomorrow. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for hosting me tonight.
Good night.
We'll talk to you again soon, Squaddle, and everyone else if you'll have me again.
You know.
It won't let me leave. Here. There we go. Yeah. And that'll be it for tonight, folks. Thank you again for watching. This has been another broadcast by yours truly, Commander Trium. Reminding you once again to click the I like or subscribe buttons, or if you're really interested, the bell icon to the right of the subscribe button in Google Chrome or under Windows 10. You will get a mini dialogue advising you when new content is added. There's also, of course, the video properties, which will redirect you to key information about Commander Trium and my adventures here, including a Twitter site with chronologically stored links to videos, as well as some other occasional errata that I post to the Twitter account. You can also opt to join the squadron, not necessarily the one I was with tonight, but squadron in general with whom I partner and will likely be partnering more frequently as soon as the beta drops and goes to the live servers later on this month. Information there also under the video properties here at YouTube, where you caught tonight's video, and thank you again for watching. Don't forget, Commanders, to fly safe and have yourselves a good night. Commander Trium, out.